WKRP in Cincinnati stands as a nuanced masterpiece, boasting 8 unique characters and enjoying 4 remarkable seasons spanning from 1978 to 1982. The authenticity of the show is credited to creator Hugh Wilson, drawing from his own experiences in ad sales at an Atlanta radio station. Although not a ratings juggernaut, WKRP garnered 10 Emmy nominations and earned praise from disc jockeys for its realistic portrayal of the industry, cultivating a dedicated fan base. The show found immense success in syndication, leading to the creation of the spin-off series, the new WKRP in Cincinnati. The ensemble cast of WKRP made it one of the most captivating sitcoms of the 70s and 80s, solidifying its status as a timeless classic. Today we're revisiting the station to explore what mischief the staff got up to after the videotape ran out. Yes, WKRP was recorded on videotape instead of film, a strategic move to reduce costs, as the rights to rock songs were more affordable for taped shows than filmed ones. Truly ingenious. Lonnie Anderson as Jennifer Marlowe. Jennifer Marlowe serves as the receptionist at the station and holds the title of its highest-paid staff member, likely drawing in a significant portion of the audience, especially male viewers. However, her appeal extended beyond her appearance. She exuded warmth and kindness. Lonnie refused to conform to the stereotype of the ditzy blonde. Her portrayal of Jennifer showcased intelligence, backed by her character's background as a journalism major. Lonnie delivered a stellar performance, skillfully handling the constant demands directed at Carlson. Lonnie Anderson embarked on her acting journey in 1966, but truly found her footing in the late 70s, highlighted by appearances in 5 episodes of The Love Boat. Her subsequent TV andor, the 1984 Serious Partners in Creolong SE. Linda Carter unfortunately met a premature end after just 1 season. In 1993, Anderson joined the cast of the popular sitcom Nurses for its 3rd season, portraying the hospital administrator. Beyond her professional achievements, Anderson gained attention for her eventful personal life, notably her marriage to actor Burt Reynolds. Together they starred in the 1983 comedy Stroker Ace, which faced criticism from both reviewers and audiences. Despite adopting a son named Quinton, the couple parted ways in 1994 following 6 years of marriage. Today, at 78 years old, Lonnie remains etched in memory as one of the iconic symbols of sex appeal in the 1970s, Frank Bonner as Herb Tarl. Herb Tarl portrayed the conceited sales manager known for his ostentatious wardrobe, often contrasted as the little guy to Arthur Carlson's big guy. Frank Bonner commenced his career in the 1970s with the revered classic Equinox, recognized for its impressive stop animation monsters. In 1978, Bonner experienced a parachute mishap, resulting in a 24-foot fall due to an unexpected gust of wind. Consequently, viewers may recall seeing his character, Herb, utilizing crutches during portions of Season 2. Between 1988 and 1990, Bonner assumed the role of the headmaster at the fictitious St. Augustine's Academy in the television series Just the 10 of Us, a spin-off of Growing Pains. Bonner not only graced the screen on WKRP, but also ventured into directing for the first time, overseeing a total of 6 episodes. His directorial repertoire extends to various shows, encompassing 11 episodes of Harry and the Hendersons and the entirety of City Guys, totaling 105 episodes. Throughout his life, Bonner entered into marital unions with Sharon Gray from 1966 to 1971. Actress Mary Alice Rings from 1972 to 1975. Playwright Lillian Garrett, Grow from 1977 to 1980. Catherine M. Sherwood from 1981 until their eventual divorce-specific date undisclosed, and Gail Hardage, his former high school sweetheart from Malvin, Arkansas, from 2006 until his passing. Regrettably, Bonner succumbed to complications from Lewy body dementia in June 2021 at the age of 79. Howard Hesson as Dr. Johnny Fever. Dr. Johnny Fever epitomizes the high energy, an anti-disco DJ we all admired. He joined WKRP following his dismissal from his previous job for uttering the word booger. Needless to say, he seamlessly transitioned into the rock genre. Hesson initially auditioned for the role of Herb, but insisted he was better suited for Johnny Fever, declining the former. That's the essence of Dr. Johnny Fever, and Hesson earned 2 Emmy nominations for his portrayal. Howard Hesson, earliest television appearance comprised 2 episodes of The Andy Griffith Show in 1968. However, his first recurring role encompassed 13 episodes on Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, post-WKRP. He assumed the lead role of Charlie Moore on the ABC series Head of the Class from 1986 to 1990. He maintained a ubiquitous presence throughout the 70s and 80s, even making 3 appearances on SNL. In February 2011, he depicted Dr. Elliot D. Aden in the 11th season of CSI Crime Scene Investigation. In the episode Turn On, Tune In, Drop Dead. Dr. Aden oversaw the Department of Defense's Stonewall Project at WLVU, delving into fringe psychological concepts like extrasensory perception and out-of-body experiences. His final appearances were in 2007, featuring in 2 episodes of Season 3 of Fresh Off the Boat. Unfortunately, Howard succumbed to complications from colon surgery on January 29, 2022, at the age of 81. Tim Reed as Venus Flytrap. Venus Flytrap, originally known as Gordon Sims. During his teaching days, before transitioning to the charismatic evening DJ, Venus exuded smoothness and soulfulness, so much so that his character inspired Tim Meadows to create Leon Phelps for the SNL sketch The Ladies' Man. Tim Reed embarked on his acting journey in 1974 with WKRP, marking his breakthrough role. Following that success, he joined the popular CBS detective series Simon & Simon for almost 80 episodes. His subsequent television endeavor was the 90s sitcom Sister Sister, where he portrayed the on-screen father of Tia and Tamara Maui. Reed's career continued unabated with a recent appearance in the 2020 Lifetime movie A Welcome Home Christmas. In 1966, Reed tied the knot with Rita and Sykes. Their marriage ended in divorce on May 9, 1980. They shared 2 children, Timothy, 2nd, born 1968, and Tori Reed, born 1971. On December 4, 1982, he exchanged vows with actress Daphne Maxwell Reed. In July 2011, Reed assumed a position on the board of directors of the American Civil War Center at Triar Ironworks. On May 10, 2014, Reed was honored with a Virginia Commonwealth University honorary doctorate in recognition of his exceptional contributions. Following his commencement address today, at 79 years old, he is also the founder of the Legacy Media Institute, a non-profit organization aimed at engaging young people in the film industry. Richard Sanders as Les Nesman. Les Nesman is portrayed as a highly earnest journalist, yet simultaneously displays a notable level of ineptitude. Oddly charming, he consistently engages in the running joke of Spot the Band-Aid, supposedly stemming from his supposed encounters with a large, troublesome dog at home, resulting in Les always sporting some form of injury. Richard delivered a memorable performance as Nesman, particularly evident in the iconic episode Turkeys Away, where his broadcast from the Pinali Mall during Carlson's ill-fad turkey drop is comedic gold. Who could forget his classic line, "The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement"? Interestingly, this plotline was inspired by a real-life mishap in Dallas, as recounted by Hugh Wilson, where a similar turkey promotion went disastrously wrong. Sanders adeptly narrates the entire debacle before later lending his voice to Inhumanoids. He also made a notable return in the WKRP revival. Sanders' last known acting appearance was in the 2006 comedy Expiration Day. Sanders currently resides in Woodinville, Washington, and is happily married to Marilyn Marco Sanders. At 83 years old, he's presumably steering clear of any turkey-related mishaps. Gordon Jump as Arthur Carlson. Arthur Carlson, also known as the Big Guy, portrays the hesitant and clumsy general manager whose primary qualification seems to be his domineering mother, the owner of WKRP. Fortunately, Gordon himself was well suited for the role. Interestingly, Gordon was also born in Dayton, Ohio, and his initial employment was at a radio station. His acting career commenced in 1965 with an appearance on Daniel Boone. Subsequently, he secured numerous roles, including 7 episodes on The Partridge Family in the early 70s. If you haven't already, check out our Then and Now episode featuring the Partridges to catch up on Susan Day and the gang. Prior to assuming the role of Arthur Carlson, he portrayed Chief of Police Tinkler on the popular series Soap. In addition to reprising his role as Carl's son in the new WKRP, he also portrayed Ed Malone on the immensely popular Growing Pains. One of his later appearances was in the 9th and final season of Seinfeld, portraying George Costanza's supervisor at a playground equipment company across 2 episodes. In 1989, Jump assumed the role of the Mayag repairman from Jesse White. During the 1990s, he starred in a brief revival of WKRP in Cincinnati titled The New WKRP in Cincinnati. He also featured in the final season of Seinfeld, portraying George Costanza's boss at a playground equipment company across 2 episodes. His final film role was in the 2004 movie Changing of the Guard, released posthumous. Jump passed away in 2003 at the age of 71 from pulmonary fibrosis, leaving a notable mark on television history. Jan Smithers as Bailey Quarters. Bailey Quarters initially handled billing and station traffic, serving as the station's youthful and inexperienced member. However, she proves to be quite astute, surpassing Nestman in competence as time progresses. The character of Bailey Quarters was inspired by the creator. Hugh Wilson's spouse, Smithers, began her career as a model and graced the cover of Newsweek magazine in 1966. Her acting journey gained momentum with the 1974 film Where the Lies Bloom. However, apart from appearing in 4 episodes of The Love Boat, she pursued few acting opportunities following her portrayal of Bailey. Her last acting role was in the 1987 comedy Mr. Nice Guy, after which she retired from the entertainment industry. From 1986 to 1995, she was married to actor James Brolin, and together they had a daughter named Molly Elizabeth. Today, January is 74 years old. She has developed a fondness for traveling, particularly to India. In a recent interview, she shared, "I discovered meditation there and it brought about significant personal growth." Smithers has made annual trips to India for the past 16 years, advocating for wellness and spirituality. Alan and McClary as Carmen Carlson. Carmen Carlson is the kind-hearted wife of Mr. Carlson. They first crossed paths during their college years when she selected him as her companion for a Bring a Loser event at her sorority. Surprisingly, they never attended the dance, and she ultimately never joined the sorority. She enjoyed a lengthy career as a character performer on television, frequently appearing as a guest on various shows including Bonanza, The Walton, The Love Boat, Barney Miller, Benson, Heart Taught, St. Elsewhere and Dynasty, among others. One of her notable roles was portraying Miss Janet Ruhr, Tony Randall's sharp-tongued secretary, on The Tony Randall Show 1976-78. Millar was wed to lyricist-librettist Adolph Green from 1945 until their separation in May 1953. Subsequently, she married actor George Gaines, with whom she shared a life until his passing in 2016. The couple had 2 children, Matt Gaines and a Gaines Falcone. Brown McClary passed away at her residence in North Bend, Washington on May 21, 2018 at the age of 91, following a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Edie McClurg as Lucille Tarl. Lucille Tarl is Herb's dedicated wife, with a distinctive nasal voice who deep down understands his attraction to Jennifer. Lucille is perhaps the only woman who truly appreciates Herb's charms. Herb and Lucille share a teenage son and daughter, Herb They Third and Bunny N.P. Shoke and Stacey Heather Tolkien, making 1 and 2 appearances respectively. Having been a member of San Francisco's improv comedy troupe, the PCK Shell Players, she relocated to Los Angeles and became part of the Groundlings ensemble. Collaborating with fellow Groundling player Paul Rubin, she contributed to his inaugural play, The Pee Wee Herman Show, where she portrayed Hermit Hattie in 1981. Additionally, she starred in the 1988 movie Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, alongside fellow Groundling player Cassandra Peterson, who portrayed her iconic character, Elvira. In 2019, TMZ reported that relatives and close acquaintances of McClurg submitted legal documents seeking a conservatorship to oversee her affairs. They indicated that neurological evaluations indicated McClurg's inability to live independently without aid and her susceptibility to external influence due to her impaired judgment and apparent dementia. TMZ also mentioned the appointment of a conservator, M. Claire's cousin, Angelique Cabal. Ian Wolfe as Hears. Here is Mother Carlson's houseboy. Despite being well into his 80s, he appears unaffected and unruffled by any new situations. Hears frequently expresses his disdain for his employer in otherwise pleasant and courteous interactions. His coffee is typically unimpressive, except when there are visitors, at which point he prepares it with care. A key aspect of Wolfe's appeal as a character actor was that until he actually reached old age, he consistently appeared significantly older than his actual age. In the movie Mad Love, 1935, he portrayed Colin Clive's stepfather, despite being only 4 years older than Clive. Similarly, in the film Houdini, 1953, he advised the magician to steer clear of occult matters, advising him to take the counsel of an elderly gentleman. He continued to appear in films for another 37 years, with his final film credit being for Dick Tracy, 1990. During World War I, Wolfe served in the United States Army as a voluntary medical specialist, rising to the rank of sergeant. Wolfe authored and self-published 2 volumes of poetry, 44 scribbles and a prayer verses and ballads, and 60 ballads and verses in search of melody. He was wedded to Elizabeth Schroeder for 68 years, from 1924 until his passing. The couple had 2 daughters. Wolfe passed away on January 23, 1992, at the age of 95. Carol Bruce as Leland Carlson. Leland Carlson embodies the role of Arthur Carlson's formidable and authoritarian mother, often referred to as Mother Carlson, with Arthur affectionately calling her Mama, and the proprietor of WKRP, a highly accomplished and wealthy businesswoman. Her sole remorse stems from her parenting approach, the "what doesn't kill you makes you stronger" philosophy, which inadvertently resulted in her son becoming indecisive, lacking in assertiveness, and fearful of her. Bruce's sole union with Milton Nathanson, which ended in divorce, bore a daughter, Julie, who pursued careers in acting, singing, and playwriting, and later married jazz guitarist Larry Correll. Bruce's grandsons, Morali and Julian Coriel, both pursued careers in music. Bruce practiced Judaism and aligned with the Democratic Party, endorsing Adlai Stevenson's candidacy in the 1952 presidential election. Bruce passed away from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease at the motion picture, in television, country house and hospital in Woodland Hills, California, at the age of 87. She is survived by her sister and 2 greater sons. Following her demise, she was cremated and her ashes were entrusted to her cousin. Gary Sandy as Andy Travis. Andy Travis assumes the role of the new program director, transforming the station's music genre from elevator tunes to rock melodies. Sporting his feathered hair, Andy exudes charm and wholesomeness, swiftly establishing a strong rapport with his team. His sleek WKRP staff jacket was ingeniously crafted from a modified Cincinnati Reds warm-up jacket, paying homage to the hometown team. Gary Sandy portrays the quintessential average man in this sitcom. Interestingly, he hails from Dayton, Ohio, and remained in the state until completing his college education. Gary embarked on his acting journey in 1970, making guest appearances on notable shows such as Medical Center and Barnaby Jones, although nothing quite compared to his trail of Andy Travis. In 1986, he starred alongside Noah Hathaway from The Never-Ending Story in the film Troll. While the movie may not be a cinematic masterpiece, it offers an entertaining take akin to Ghoulies or Gremlins. If you haven't already seen it, his most recent appearance was in the 2004 made-for-TV movie A Place Called Home, featuring the iconic Anne Margaret, known for her role in Bye Bye Birdie and her connection to Elvis Presley. Presently, at 78 years old, Gary continues to engage in acting, primarily focusing on stage performances, and coincidentally, he's also involved in radio dramas. So, which memorable episode of this television series stands out in your memory, perhaps one other than Turkeys Away? Who was your preferred character from WKRP? Are there any real radio station staff members who can vouch for the realism of this show? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. We're eager to hear from you.